Welcome YouTube to my first Raid Shadow Legends video. My name's Daggers. Let's get into it. Today we're going to go through pretty much an account review where I'm at 36, 37 days in. Where am I at? 36 to just about 37. The reset will happen here in about an hour. So I think I've made pretty decent progress on my account. I've never played Raid before the last month. Played other games similar to this, but have never played this. Honestly, it was a Vulcan video I was watching, got me finally to download Raid and try it out. Honestly, I'm having a good time. Let me check these things, make sure I'm buying this. All right, so where are we at from a champion standpoint? So for the most part, I'm still operating with the bulk of the champions that I got from the download code and the promo code. I did get Elva Autumnborn on one of my first 10 pull, actually full 10 pull of Ancient Shards when I was a couple weeks in. She's a beast. I'll get back to her in a minute. And then I got Geomancer when I was pulling some Sacred Shards on a 2x. So that's been a huge help. And then I got Deacon actually in that first 10 pull. I did for when I got Elva. I had pulled a few individuals to complete the quest to try and get certain affinity champs out when you recruit for them. But I didn't know how good it was at the time. But I got Elva and Deacon in my first 10 pull of Ancient Shards. So I wish I had screenshotted that. That's a really good pull. I got the Apprentice Pass, so not free to play. I'm not a big spender at all, but I'll spend a few dollars here and there. So I got Rector Drath, I got Mausoleum Mage, Tagore, and Ugo on the download code, along with Eleanoril. They've been good. I got Armiger up to 50, War Maiden up to 50, and my Morag up to 50. Actually, not sure if it was a little bit of a mistake, but I was trying to get that 3-star Mikage Soul. I was actually in the running for it in my bracket, so I went ahead and booked her up for the most part. So she's pretty much going to be my next 60, I think, because I dropped all my books in her. She's been helpful in Fire Knight, though. Even at level 50, she's allowed me to push more stages and clear it faster, to where I was actually able to participate in that last tournament a little bit. And then I just recently pulled Fenshi, which I think is going to help me in Fire Knight, looking at his kit. 3-time on the A1, and then 3-time on the A2, and then a 2-time on the A3. So even if he's not super strong, I haven't really looked at reviews for him. I think he's going to help me for sure in Fire Knight. So he's another one that I'm going to build up eventually. I just got him when I was pulling for the champion chase. So I did not go for any of the fusions so far. We just got Artor for free. I have managed to basically get the 3-star soul Artor without breaking the bank. I needed to train a bunch of champions and farm some gear and other stuff anyway. I've been very selective on what missions that I've done, but carefully planned it out to make sure that I'm going to get that. And this is the last 20 points will come from this fusion warm-up event here. After reset, I'll get the last 20 points and I'll have the 3-star soul. Dungeon Divers, again, I just got the first set of points here. Just did just enough to get what I needed, and then got some energy still there to claim. Need to do more arena. Fire Knight, like I said, I got up to the last reward. And then Champion Chase, I pulled individual Ancient Shards, opened up one of my Uzans. I still have one more in the bank. And I was able to get just enough to claim the reward, along with some Mystery Shards as well. So that's pretty much where it's coming from champions. I have a few more in the vault. Got the Uzan, got Aox. I've heard he's decent. I built up Master Butcher actually is my provoke for Hydra right now, so that's pretty crazy. I'll go through more of that later. I plan to make some videos on what I'm doing in Chimera and Hydra. Not sure that it's great, but I at least think it's interesting. I got High Katoon, but so far I haven't built her out because I'd already built Deacon Armstrong, and it feels like he just does most of everything better. I'll probably eventually build her out because she'll help me in faction wars and in other things. I don't think any of these other guys are really worth building out, at least from reading their kits at this point. So that's pretty much where I am from champions. Right now I'm just trying to train and focus up. I've only got 560s. Kind of a little bit fell into the trap of pushing a lot to 50, but I've been really diligent about not doing that, farming up more fodder, building up more chickens, and just fodder champs so that I can, like just in here, got a few going so that the next time a champion training comes around, I'll have a bunch of stuff saved up to where I can upgrade to 3 to 4 to 5-star, and eventually to 6-star and get Morag and a couple others. Missions wise, on the Arbiter missions, I was doing really good, and then I've just been stuck here on upgrade the affinity bonus to level 7. I've not had enough time to play Arena as much as I need to. So I've got 1 at 5, got 49 medals. It's going to take me a little while. So I'm really not pushing the Arbiter missions at this point. I'm going to do as much Arena as I can. Once I get to level 7, I'll push through the rest of those missions. I can pretty much do everything else as far as clearing all the dungeons, Demon Lord points, all these dungeons. It's really going to be the affinity bonus that's going to be my bottleneck getting Arbiter. So I just need to focus on doing some Arena. Same thing with Live Arena. My Live Arena, I don't even want to get into that. My roster is so weak right now. That Live Arena is just a joke. I just get smashed because I've got 5 champs to choose from. So I pretty much pick all my level 60s and I'm stuck doing what I'm doing. Other than that, I'm not really sure, I guess, what all to do on an account review since I'm relatively new. First raid Shadow Legends video, no promo, nothing like that. This is just me enjoying the game, wanting to make some videos, share my experience as a noob. Definitely have consumed some content. I've watched some videos. Clan bosses, so here I can 3 to 4 key Nightmare. So at 2 keys, I'm at 28.6, and then I should be able to 3 key it today. I had to move some gear around, and then I've played around with a couple different teams, Rector Drath versus Deacon. Neither one has their masteries fully done, and with Rector not being booked out, her decrease attack very rarely lands, and so I have tons of RNG on my score. When that decrease attack lands on the later rounds, I can push 16, 17 million, and then there's other times where it doesn't land and I'm crashing out at like 13. I found with Deacon it's a little more consistent. The ceiling's not quite as high, but I can usually do about 13, 14 million with Deacon on the team. And the same thing with Chaos because his masteries are fully done. Basically these 5, they're except for Deacon, I'm working on him, but the rest have their masteries done. I've been able to pick up some souls for him. So some additional damage there. So right now that's the team that I'm running. Honestly, running through most of the content when that team works. Chimera, I plan to record these runs. I was able to get full chests on both normal and easy last time. So that was pretty good. I don't remember my exact scores. I remember, I think on easy, I maxed out the rounds. I want to say it was like 65 or something like that. I maxed it out. Dungeon, wait, that's not, it's arena, sorry. Dungeon wise, I can do pretty much 20 on all of the force, all these dungeons here. Fully on 15 on Minotaur. Spider's Den, I haven't pushed too hard, but mostly it's because most of my turn meter control is still level 50. So I pretty easily farm 14 and 15 without too many turns. Ice Golem, doing 16. Sometimes I drop down to 14 when I just want to save some time. And then Dragon, where I'm at 20. I can farm 20 pretty good on Dragon. And then Fire Knight, we're at 15, 14, 15 is usually what I was farming. I'll farm 16 whenever it's not like the turn attack, but during the turn attack I was farming 14 because it was getting me the same amount of points or even a couple more, and it was a lot quicker. And then these 2 I've basically not touched at all. So have not touched these 2 at all. That's pretty much my dungeon progress. For most of these, I'm right around 6, 7, 8 on the Iron Twins Fortress. I don't necessarily push those really hard or farm those every single day. I farmed it because I've heard that Void, it's double drops. And then, see, Campaign, cleared Brutal, Nightmare, started failing to get 3 stars up here on 7 and 8. So I've kind of did this for a little bit. Didn't want to waste my energy when it wasn't really efficient. At some point I'm going to need these 3 books, so I'm probably going to need to push through with 2 stars to be able to get these 3 books, and then I'll come back sometime and finish this out with 3 stars. Let's see, Faction Wars, not great. I really just don't have much of a roster. I've got 261 stars. I don't feel like it's terrible. This gear removal events really helped me. I've been able to move gear around and get 3-star on some things that I probably otherwise wouldn't have because I was running at level 30 champs and they would have just died. So there's that. Let's see. Ooh, Doom Tower, actually. I do want to share this because actually not sure, but I feel like this is pretty good. So I am on 114 I should be able to push after reset tonight to the top floor and unlock the top boss. I was definitely stuck on a couple of these bosses as we were moving up. Came back, re-geared my champs, got some books in some more of them. Played manual through the last couple of these bosses. I can auto floors in between. I've been pretty much auto climbing all the way up to the boss. And then the bosses, I've usually had to manual, had to move my team around a little bit to kind of figure it out. But I'm on 114, and I'm really hoping I'm gonna, I think, record this whenever I finally get here. I'm really hoping I can clear hard mode Doom Tower, or not hard, normal mode Doom Tower on 37, 38. I think that's pretty good. Normal, good, not good. I need a lot more CC. I need some better wave champs on that one. So Curse City, with me, man. What level am I now? 52. So yeah, this unlocked pretty recently for me. So I had a quest to come in here and clear 2 stages of the Curse City. And so when I came in here and tried to clear the first stage, I got absolutely wrecked. I mean, destroyed. Finally managed to clear it. I think I cleared 2, 3 stages altogether. And I got to this boss, I got to this stage with the champions I had, and I said, there's just no way I can clear this. I didn't realize it starts you out on hard mode. Who the hell thought that it's going to start you out on hard mode? It's the craziest thing ever. So when I figured that out after, I hate to say way too long, once I got to normal mode, I was able to actually make decent amount of progress. I haven't really tried to push these bosses yet. It's about to reset. So one I've not made very much progress in. I'm going to really struggle with this Curse City though due to all the restrictions. Because I just don't have much of a roster right now, and I really need to focus on getting more 6 stars that are valuable in where I'll get the most resources, essentially. And I just don't feel like, I mean, these resources are great, but looking at them, these are not game-changing for my account at the moment, so I'll clear what I can of Curse City during this rotation and next siege. Don't really know what I'm doing. I may need to... I'm not sure about switching guilds or not. I got into this clan just kind of decent at least. There's not a lot of activity, but there's a couple of heavy hitters in here, and so they clear out the Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare pretty much every day. So I was able to push up really quickly to Nightmare. I basically, as soon as I could get this bottom chest, I just started dumping all my keys into Nightmare, slowly building my team up, and again, now I'm to the point where I can pretty much 3-key it. And Ultra Nightmare, I've tried and I get like 8, not great. I could probably 2-key and get this bottom chest, but when I was looking, it doesn't have any sacreds at the moment. So I'm really pushing to make sure I get this chest. I did get 1 sacred out of this, but the epic books, the legendary books, really where I need to be. And then I might just come down here and clear Brutal because I can probably get one of the higher chests on Brutal, at least with a chance of Void Shards or the Epic Skill Tomes. So that's kind of where I'm at for clan bosses. Again, I'll record the Chimera Hydra. I got the 1.6, the very smallest chest, and I barely got it. And you saw I had to build out Master Butcher just to be able to do that. So that's pretty much where I'm at for those. I don't know what else I can really show you at the moment. I've got a few ideas for follow-up videos. I think that's pretty much going to be my intro. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Raid Shadow Legends a lot more than I think I expected, and I'm kind of wishing that I had gotten into this game a while ago. I stamps that people have. I see the rosters people playing 2, 3, 4 years have, and I'm thinking, man, that could have been me. But anyway, we're here. We're not for play, but we're definitely light spenders. And day 36 going into day 37, just about to clear normal Doom Tower, 3-key Nightmare clan boss. Feel like I made decent progress, and then sitting on a few shards, really trying to be, conservative. Pull again 2 times events during my first month just to try and build out my roster a little bit. I'm glad I did. Got Elva, got Geo. But like this 2-time chance, I was not going to dump all of my ancient shards. I pulled about 10, I think, altogether. individual shards to get I think I got a couple epics, and then like I said, I pulled one of the Uzans. I had got 200 fragments. Again, just kind of targeting the events during that. I wasn't planning. I would have loved to have gone for Lysander. I think he would have been a huge help to my account, but there was no way I was able to do that starting out in the first month. But I did manage to get 200 fragments. So I think that's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, that's my account overview. Raid Shadow Legends. It's been Daggers, and I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. Have a wonderful day. I hope that peace follows you wherever you are. Later.